Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Excuse me for a moment. I actually decided to eat breakfast and ate it really, really, very quickly. And it is yelling inside of my stomach saying, "Why did you eat me so quickly?" Such is life. All right, cool. What is showing? So, a couple updates. Um, let's see. Where do you want to start? I guess we can start with some really, really positive stuff. So, the Rhino member accounts is actually at an all-time high. We're at 368, I believe, today. And for those that remember, we had a lull of like 250 for quite some time. And like I had shared, the reason always was, good morning, Ian. The reason always was that we weren't actively promoting Rhino. We were taking a step back, reinvesting in Rhino, and kind of finding where we need to move next. What is our pivot, so to speak? And that was the creation of Rhino Hub, in which case that allowed us to kind of offer a full metropolis of this is where you can get this. And it's a free program, and we've already built it to be able to good morning, Deborah, to be able to offer the high-paying income opportunities with the curriculums and the certifications. And actually, there have been some that have graduated and have applied to jobs, which is totally cool. So it's working. Within that platform, you have a whole bunch of government resources. You have job resources, mental health resources, fitness, health, like it's all there. If you're a part of Rhino Hub and you take a look around, you'll be quite impressed at how much of it your fingertips. In fact, the other day I needed something and I was like, oh, it's in Rhino Hub, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of the same thing I did with Hipsuasion back in the day. I remember whenever I would do some type of marketing stuff, I was like, all right, I don't know how to phrase this email, or let me go pull up Hipsuasion. And oh, okay, cool. And it's funny because someone said to me once, they go, Ant, I'm not sure if anyone really sees this. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Frida. But you basically used hips, like you taught Hipsuasion, and then because it was kind of foreign to people, you then applied Hipsuasion and built Rhino. I was like, yeah, I did actually, which is pretty cool. So that's good. So the member accounts are now at 368, and they've been going up at least one or two every single day. So that's a good thing. Now, also, what you'll notice is there was no 9 a.m. email today. We wanted to go ahead and adjust the time of the email. Well, we cited last week that we were going to do it. We didn't make it known, so we left the email at 9 a.m. yesterday. But then I didn't want to drag on the whole week not doing it, so it was time to rip the Band-Aid off. Emails will start being 7:30 p.m. rather than 9 a.m. starting today. So the email for today, you did not miss it. It is still coming your way. Now let's touch on affiliate stuff. Yesterday, we sent affiliate docs to everyone in our Kartra. So basically all the people that engage with us on a daily basis, because Kartra, we just started about like 2 months ago. So those emails are everyone that's in Rhinobucks and, I don't want to say VIPs, but the ones that are most close to our orbit, I guess. And it was a lot. And I find that this is the reason I'm not good at marketing. I do it over and over again. No matter what, it's like I just put it all together and hand it. So even though there were emails in there that were like, okay, these are the emails you'll send out, um, the description of it and what we were doing, and I'm so funny like that. So I really highly revised it down, and I'm going to resend it today. So I was speaking to one of our influencers who wants to participate this weekend, and they're like, I don't even know where to begin with this. I was like, you're right. And I remember I was talking to one of our rhinos once. They're like, you're never going to be able to talk normal. You're too deep into it. Your fair conversation is, well, this led to this, led to this, but this is the risk there. So then we would have to take a bypass over here, and then if this happens, because that's where I am, right? Which might have been the equivalent of saying, yeah, if you get thirsty, go to the water fountain, right? Like everything I just said could have been the same exact thing. So I do want to resend that today, and I will, with a really, really nicely revised version. Also, we've been emailing our influencers, and so it's kind of like the same exact thing, right? Like everything I just sent to you yesterday was what we were also sending to them, which is a complete commentary on how full their mailbox is. Did they get the mail? Did they see the mail? Did they disregard the mail? Did it go to their spam? Did they like? There's a whole bunch because we haven't had a response back from Like only one responded back, and that person we've known for quite some time. So there is a very obvious this isn't working attached to it, which is fine, right? Like that's not ever where we panic. In being able to identify what's working, what's not working before you get to the conclusion of it, that's a good thing. So we are adjusting it today. Um, I'm going to I'm going to include all the influencer emails into our email starting tonight. So everything that you see tonight, they're going to see as well. So it will be a good one. I'm also going to continue emailing them personally because I do think we have really, really good access to personal information. Hey, we really liked your what's the word? Your guest host on this program, and when you said this, it caught our attention. So it's not that we're not sending personal stuff. There's more to it, and we're figuring it out. So that's that. Let's see what else is there. Try and think. There's really nothing else. Everything's going. Oh, okay. So let's do some tech updates. So on Monday and Friday, I have a team call with our Rhino department heads, and yesterday we had our call at 12 o'clock. And our department head of search, Ralph, was actually showing me Whisper, which was so cool. So we just need to integrate it into the server. There's something there, right? But it's solvable. Like this is what they do. And so as he was showing it to me, he was able to. So you press the button, and it's, what year was Michael Jordan born? Take your finger off the button. Then your voice turns into text, and then like that, it turns into the answer. And I was like, that's so cool. I was like, our next step is we needed to be able to read it back to us, like in voice. He goes, I ever tell you that I worked on the Alexa project? I was like, get out of here. He's like, yeah, I mean, it's going to take a little extra time, but we could do that. I was like, yes. Because the only thing was, how would you describe Rhino Whisper? Oh, it's like Alexa without the voice. Well, that sounds awful, right? Um, no, but it's stronger because it's connected to ChatGPT 4. Yeah, you kind of led with the wrong stuff, right? But what if you could say it's Alexa but with ChatGPT 4? It's like, whoa, that's really cool. Like we need to get to that. And I do understand all of the stuff is bells and whistles. None of it is like the luring stuff. But I think what you'll find in my email tonight, it really brings it together. In fact, I put together a very, very cohesive fact sheet. I'm not even sure it could be considered an email. It's just like this. And I'm really quite pleased with it. I mean, stop me when you've heard that before, right? Like I don't do anything that I'm not quite pleased with because that makes no sense. But all things being equal, I'm happier with this version. So we have that, and then with the bot, I'm getting with that department head today. He was just in it deep last night or yesterday, so he's like, I'm not ready to talk just yet. When you talk to those tech people, I'm not ready to talk yet. Okay, calm down, relax. It's gonna be okay. Which kind of leaves me a little hostage to the erraticness of a brain that smart, which is fine. So whatever. But I do believe we have the two integrated, right? So the first bot and the second bot are integrated. I think all that's left is how to have the bot prompt upon the page loading up, which I think is the easy part. Every bot ever in the history of the world, that is what they do. And then the last part is facilitating the transaction, which I actually believe is going to be a 2.0 project. So I don't think we're going to be able to get it in time where the bot is going to do the payment for you. But the cool thing is in Kartra, there is an express checkout that anyone that's ever used Kartra has opted into because we've opted you into it. Well, that sounds awful. Anyone that joined our Kartra, that was part of the joining process. So it was just, that is what it is. Meaning that if your payment details are in Kartra, then the bot could say, well, would you like to join, yes or no? And if you say yes, great, click this button and you're going to join. In which case that button will go ahead and opt in for what you're looking to do. So it could just be like one button. And I think we might actually leave it that way because I do think when it comes to payment, I do think you do want the person to take an action. You want them to press the button. So we'll see. Brooks, I use Rhino Street image to help me create it. Oh, it's so cool. I love that. So I think that's good. So that's where that is. So you got the bots, you got the whisper. Yeah, it really is about our push for this weekend. So right now I'm catching up on a bunch of emails. I have messages in Facebook Messenger. I have individuals that said they were missing coin from a while ago that contacted V that I've been unable to get in touch with. Well, not in touch with, unable to get back to. In which case I had asked V if she could just let them know, my fault, I'm on it. And no one has a risk of like, oh my God, where'd the coin go? It's there. I just need to get to it. But I'm doing that. I was actually doing it before this call, and I'm going to finish it after this call. So all of our Facebook messages, I'm going to get to. All of the individuals that contacted V, I'm getting to. All of the emails that I have in my email box, I'm getting to. That will kind of bring me to hopefully 11. I mean, God willing, maybe 11:30. In which case, I'm then just promoting this weekend nonstop. So I'll get to the affiliate emails immediately because that is in journey of what I need to do, right? Like I need to have that done to even do the next steps. So I'm going to complete that and get that out to you. So you'll have it hopefully by 12. And then it's just a matter of what calls I have with what team members and then doing the promo the rest of the day. So that's what the day looks like. And then the email we'll have tonight is going to be super duper. In fact, it'll probably look closely related to the one I'm going to get out to you by 12. And everything else is going to, so, no, I'm not going to do it. Well, should I? I have it right there. Okay, cool. Let me see. Well, there's the fact sheet, so surprise ruined. Nope, there's the influence list. So I'm just doing so much bad stuff right now. Okay, cool. I'm like, just like, here's all of our private stuff. But you know what? They're influencers, and if you want to email them, God bless. All right, cool. So where are we? So we're at 4-4. Today's 4-4. So 4-3 is yesterday. And as of the conclusion of yesterday, we're at 368 accounts. Now, again, the account average has come down because a lot of the accounts are $1 accounts, which is fine. Everyone starts at $1, then you move up. But there have been a couple that started at 25. I think one started at 50. One started at 100, which was super cool. So yeah, a coin's at 205. And what you can see is the liquidity pool total value, new all-time high. So as of today, Rhino is worth more than it's ever been worth before, which is totally cool. So we could take a look at a bunch of different metrics, and this day has this, and we're going to do this, and we're getting to this. But it all comes down to being right black and white, right? Like, what are you worth today? And I'm proud, well, not proud, pride go before the fall. I'm privileged to say Rhino today has an all-time high in value and in membership. So what I hope that translates to is, despite all of the despite all of that, we're still doing as good as we ever were. And it's funny because a lot of times you look at things and it's like, okay, we had our all-time high in February. We're only 20% off. We're gonna get back up there. Like we take such every day so diligently. Like I sit out here, like you would look at the way I'm talking today and be like, oh my God, the sky is falling. Like Anthony's just so like, look how tired he is. This is just what every day looks like. Yeah, we're at an all-time high. Guess what? We want to be at an all-time high again tomorrow. So that's the goal. 13 minutes. How do you like me now? Love everyone. And bye. I'll see you later. Bye.